Hey, I wanted to make an update to the video that I uploaded about 4 days ago about IDF propaganda for two reasons. One, because I felt like there was a point that I did not fully articulate, and two, because the media is starting to not buy a lot of the things that the IDF puts out. First off, let's cover the point that I wanted to make. What I specifically want to argue, and what I feel like should be common sense, is that if me not trusting something that the IDF puts out results in me not getting the full picture, or results in me being wrong about something, that is not my fault as a civilian. It is not my fault for being wrong about something because I don't trust a source that has been proven to be untrustworthy. It is their fault for destroying their own credibility before putting out potentially true information. Second off, there have been, it's not universal, but there have been more cases of the media pushing back against things from Israeli officials and specifically like Israeli heads of state regarding what's happening in the West Bank and in Gaza. And I wanted to play you guys a clip of that. So here it is.
Israel described the Al-Shifa hospital as the main headquarters for Hamas's terrorist activity. This IDF animation, posted in late October, claims to represent a Hamas tunnel system underneath the hospital. But having been inside Al-Shifa since early Wednesday, Israel's yet to produce evidence of the tunnels. It has allowed the BBC and Fox News to film at the hospital, though only locations of Israel's choice.
This is what they found.
Israel also released its own 7-minute video, which BBC Verify has analysed. A watch, visible in that video, suggests it was filmed a few hours before the BBC arrived. And this IDF video was posted, then deleted, then reposted, this time without a section referring to an Israeli soldier who'd been held hostage.
I don't know when this was used the last time.
Also in the video, we see a room with an MRI machine.
And if you zoom in and we get some light over here, what you will be able to see is military equipment.
The BBC was shown the same room. And what we see in the two videos doesn't precisely match. For example, there's one gun in the IDF video, two by the time of the BBC footage. Israel has told BBC Verify this is because more weaponry and terrorist assets were discovered throughout the day.
And as always, an AK-47.
Israel also says its video is a single shot with no edits. But this appears to be an edit. We don't know the reasons for that edit, nor how significant it is. The IDF, though, says suggestions it's manipulating the media are incorrect. The IDF video also shows military equipment in other locations, though we can't verify how it came to be there. And what we see in this IDF video doesn't equate to Israel's description of Al-Shifa as an operational command center for Hamas. The US is using a different phrase, saying Al-Shifa was used as a command and control node. That implies a much smaller facility. Israel is adamant this hospital was a command center, but for now at least, it's either not found supporting evidence or it's not sharing it.
There was another clip from CNN which I couldn't find, but basically they said the exact same thing. And in the process of looking for it, I was able to find this other clip, which I'm going to probably base a larger video off of, but I'll show you a small snippet from it.
It's already known for many years that they have in the bunkers that originally was built by Israeli constructors underneath Shifa.
Well, when you say it was built by Israeli engineers, did you misspeak?
No, decades ago we were running the place.
Okay, all right. Well, that's sort of thrown me a little bit. So these were there for a long, long time, but you're claiming, or they're claiming, that they're used as a major command center. Anyway, the fact of the matter is that as yet, they have not shown conclusive proof of that.
Also, just to cover my ass, whoever's watermark that was over the BBC video, I have nothing to do with. I do not know what they produce on their channel. I do not support their content if they are posting pro-Palestinian shit as a front for hatred towards Jewish people. This is the double-edged sword of using Twitter or X.com. Hey, got a nice source for you. Found it on X.com. For sourcing things is that I can find stuff easier than Google, but it forces me to use Jackson Hinkle as a source. Another thing that I will share with you is that my friend who was in the US Marine Corps for 4 years came across a piece of IDF propaganda surrounding Al-Shifa that like made him laugh his ass off with how little they were trying. About 4 or 5 days after they took the hospital, they ended up finding like a brand new Toyota Camry with several guns inside of it that they said were being used by Hamas. And like the amount of effort was so low that they couldn't even source a car from before the 2008 embargo that prevented like concrete and supplies from getting into Gaza. So literally just like a new car, like that they were saying that they found guns inside of. Yeah, yes, that's pretty good. And it's good to see that like news sources are now starting to say like actually based shit about what's happening in Gaza. And it's cool that like good reporters, well, I will never fucking say good reporters again. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for saying that. I'm not turning into a liberal, I swear to God. Is that like reporters are actually having good takes on this stuff and actually questioning like IDF sources. And yeah, that's it. That's the update on the video I made earlier. I'll see you guys later.
Did you misspeak?